We roll on again in this thrilling Formula One season, straight from Austin to Mexico City, where there's a bit of a paddock party going on behind me. You might be able to hear. We've got the Foro Sol, the stadium section as well, that currently is empty, but will be packed tomorrow with Mexican fans. They've all bought tickets and sold this place out, even without Sergio Perez on the grid. They'll get to see Pato O'Ward in a McLaren. But talking of McLaren and Red Bull, actually, Sergio Perez's former team, a lot of the focus again has been on the title fight between Max Verstappen and the two McLaren drivers, and many of the themes have been the same today on Media Day, about the fact that Max says that Red Bull need to be perfect to keep the pressure on McLaren, and McLaren feel like they've got the car and the drivers to execute better and score better points than they have been recently. But there's been a little bit of a sideshow where it comes to a penalty that Red Bull got after the US Grand Prix on Sunday. The team were fined €50,000, half of that suspended until the end of the season, for having one of their team members in the way of one of the gates that needs to close to secure the grid after the formation lap had started. And the reason that team member was there was they were trying to remove a sticker that's on the pit wall, helping Lando Norris find his grid slot and get into the right position. Now, Lando Norris laughed this off today. He said that it's something that Red Bull have actually been trying to do on a number of occasions, remove that sticker, and it's a sticker that isn't that imperative to him. It's just there to help if needed, but 95% of the time, he's looking at the grid slots and using those. Max Verstappen similarly said every team has their own practices for how they line up their cars and that he just uses the markings on the grid. But that he also said that the fine was totally justified because you can't get in the way of shutting the grid gate and then therefore maybe impeding the start of the race. So he said no worries, no qualms with that. But also, it's not illegal what Red Bull were trying to do. Norris was making the point that McLaren are totally within their rights to put that sticker or piece of tape on the wall, and Red Bull are totally within their rights to try and remove it. And it's been quite a funny sideshow because actually McLaren have made it more adhesive in Austin to stop Red Bull doing it, having done it previously in Monza, and that the team member had struggled to get it off. So he said he found it quite funny. It's all quite light-hearted at this point, but it does show some of the gamesmanship that's now going on between two different teams fighting for every last little tenth, last little advantage in a title fight that is getting closer and closer. Just 40 points to cover the top three, and it could, well, twist and turn again this weekend. A unique track here at altitude in Mexico City. So we're still waiting to see how the pecking order will play out, and we'll see that tomorrow after practice, where FP1 will see 9 different drivers in cars as part of the rookie program. So a lot of race drivers sitting out one session. They'll be back in for FP2 though, and then we'll see what the pecking order looks like, and I'll bring you all of that tomorrow.